Famous physicist and futurist Dr. Michio Kaku has issued a warning regarding the Yellowstone Volcano, which is one of the world's most popular supervolcanoes. According to Dr. Kaku, a 100-foot wide crack has suddenly emerged, raising concerns about the possibility for a tragic eruption. As the news spreads like wildfire, it's important to separate fact from fiction and understand the true consequences of this event. Yellowstone National Park, located mainly in Wyoming, United States, is home to the Yellowstone caldera, which is a massive volcanic caldera spanning over 2.2 million acres. Under its breathtaking landscapes lies a geological wonder that has the potential to unleash massive destruction. This supervolcano, inactive for over 630,000 years, continues to capture the curiosity and fear of scientists and the common public. Dr. Michio Kaku, a prominent theoretical physicist and popularizer of science, has been at the forefront of discussing and exploring various scientific phenomena. Dr. Kaku has not made any specific statements about a 100-foot wide crack opening at the Yellowstone volcano publicly, but it is necessary to treat such claims with disbelief until verified by reliable sources or by Dr. Kaku himself. While it's obvious that news of a potential eruption at Yellowstone would cause concern, it's essential to depend on accurate information and scientific expertise. The volcanic activity at Yellowstone is closely monitored by scientists and researchers who use a variety of techniques to track any serious changes or indications of volcanic chaos. These include ground deformation measurements, seismic monitoring, gas emission analysis, and thermal imaging. The Yellowstone Volcano Observatory, a collaboration between the United States Geological Survey and the University of Utah, and the National Park Service, continuously monitors the supervolcano's behavior. Their team of scientists ensures that any potential threats are quickly detected and analyzed, allowing for immediate warnings and appropriate responses. It's worth noting that Yellowstone experiences various geothermal and hydrothermal activity, including hot springs, geysers, and mud pots. These features are a result of the underlying volcanic system, which generates heat and releases gases through the vents in the Earth's crust. Sometimes changes happen within these systems, which can manifest as ground deformation or reversals in thermal activity. However, not every fluctuation indicates an upcoming eruption. Volcanic eruptions are complex events, influenced by different factors that scientists spend years studying to better understand. While the Yellowstone caldera has the potential for an explosive eruption in the future, predicting exactly when or if such an event will happen remains challenging. It's good to rely on the expertise of scientists who dedicate their careers to understanding volcanic systems and providing accurate assessments of potential hazards. In the event of any crucial changes at Yellowstone or any other volcano worldwide, experts work tirelessly to ensure public safety. Emergency response plans are in place to mitigate risks and provide timely evacuations if necessary. These plans are continuously updated based on the latest scientific knowledge and observations. Can a 100-foot wide crack open the Yellowstone volcano? The Yellowstone National Park is known for its breathtaking natural beauty, geothermal features, and diverse wildlife. However, it's also home to one of the world's most famous and potentially dangerous volcanic systems, the Yellowstone caldera. With its last eruption happening around 640,000 years ago, the supervolcano has garnered attention for its future activity. One of the most interesting questions here is whether a 100-foot wide crack could open the Yellowstone volcano. To understand the possible impact of such a crack, it's important to sense the geological aspects of the Yellowstone caldera. The caldera is a huge volcanic crater measuring around 45 by 30 miles, including a large area of the park. It's the result of multiple volcanic eruptions that happened over millions of years. The most recent event, known as the Lava Creek eruption, produced the Lava Creek Tuff, a massive deposit of volcanic ash and rock that covers extensive regions surrounding the caldera. While it's unlikely for a 100-foot wide crack to directly trigger a cataclysmic eruption of the Yellowstone volcano, it would still represent a striking geological event. Volcanic activity is generally associated with the movement of magma, which builds up pressure under the Earth's surface. A crack of such width could be an indication of increased stress and potential volcanic unrest. However, the opening of a crack alone does not necessarily mean that the volcanic eruption is near. Also, the Yellowstone caldera is closely monitored by scientists using different geophysical instruments and techniques. These tools allow experts to detect even the slightest changes in the volcanic system, including ground deformation, gas emissions, and seismic activity. Constant monitoring provides useful data that helps scientists assess the state of the volcano and make informed predictions about its behavior. It's worth noting that the probability of a catastrophic eruption at Yellowstone remains very low. The U.S. Geological Survey assigns the volcano a very high threat level due to its potential for serious regional impact. However, the chances of a large-scale eruption happening in our lifetime are very thin. Even if a crack were to form, it would probably be a result of the volcano's ongoing geothermal activity rather than a sudden precursor to a major eruption. That being said, it's important to maintain ongoing research and monitoring of the Yellowstone caldera. Understanding the complex dynamics of the supervolcano is also crucial for predicting and preparing for any potential future activity. The most critical danger associated with the Yellowstone volcano is the possibility for a super eruption. Such an eruption is very rare but would have devastating consequences. A super eruption at Yellowstone could release thousands of cubic kilometers of volcanic ash, rock, and gas into the atmosphere, blanketing vast areas with ash and causing global climatic effects. The ash cloud would block out sunlight, leading to a drop in temperatures and disrupting agricultural activities. This could result in broad crop failures, food shortages, and a potential global economic crisis. The sudden vicinity of the eruption would be subjected to an intense pyroclastic flow, a fast-moving cloud of hot gas, ash, and rocks. This flow would extend for tens of miles, destroying everything in its path and causing extreme destruction. The surrounding region would be buried under meters of ash, making it uninhabitable for an extended period. The volcanic ash would also cause terrible respiratory problems for humans and animals, posing a significant health risk. While the eruption of Yellowstone volcano could trigger secondary hazards such as lahars, volcanic lighting, and toxic gas emissions. Lahars are fast-flowing mixtures of water, volcanic debris, and ash that can travel long distances and bury entire communities. Volcanic lighting, caused by the intense electrical charges generated during an eruption, could pose a danger to aircrafts and people present in the region. Toxic gases, including sulfur dioxide and hydrogen sulfide, released during the eruption, could pose serious health risks and have harmful effects on the environment. While it's impossible to predict exactly when or if the Yellowstone volcano will erupt again, ongoing monitoring and research give highly valuable insights into its nature. The scientists closely monitor ground deformations, gas emissions, seismic activity, and other geophysical indicators to detect any signs of volcanic unrest. Early warning systems and emergency preparedness plans are in place to minimize the impact of a potential eruption and ensure the safety of nearby communities. It's important to emphasize that despite the potential dangers, the Yellowstone volcano remains a natural wonder and a valuable ecosystem. The volcanic activity has shaped the landscape, creating unique geological formations and hot springs that attract millions of visitors each year. The National Park Service and other organizations are committed to preserving the park's natural beauty, while also addressing the potential risks linked with the volcano. The dangers of the Yellowstone volcano are real and should not be ignored. While the chance of a super eruption is low, the potential impact it could have on the surrounding region and the world at large is significant. Ongoing monitoring, research, and emergency preparedness are necessary in mitigating the risks associated with this massive volcanic system. By understanding the dangers and taking appropriate measures, we can appreciate the beauty of Yellowstone National Park, while respecting the power of its hidden volcanic forces. In the face of these extraordinary events, we're left with a question. How will we respond to the challenges presented by nature and work together to ensure the safety and well-being of our planet and its inhabitants? The answer lies in our collective actions and determination to prioritize the preservation of our environment. That's it for today. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and click on the notification bell to stay updated. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you think someone else might enjoy it, don't hesitate to share it with them. Until next time, stay curious, keep learning, and never stop exploring.